Hey, what's up, hello guys, it's Mika aka Mika Reads, and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be going over my books that I want to read this month, aka my March TBR. So the date that I'm filming this video is actually March 7th, and I actually made a little TikTok with a March TBR that I had originally planned on doing right over here at the beginning of March, I believe March 1st. But, you know, things change, life happens. You read a good book and you want to finish the series. So I'm actually planning on changing my TBR just a little bit, just by adding some more books and taking like one or two out from the original plan. So I figured, why not make a YouTube video for you guys to watch. So let's go ahead and get started. The first book that I originally had on my March TBR was actually The Deal by Elle Kennedy. And I actually finished it this morning, and you guys will see my full review when I end up doing my March reading wrap up. But I just want to let you guys know that I finished it this morning and I am hooked. I am hooked. Garrett Graham, the Briar University Hockey Boys, I need to finish the series. So with that said, I figured, okay, I already finished one book off my TBR, might as well just add the rest of the off-campus series. So I actually started reading The Mistake this morning after I finished, which is the second book in the off-campus series. So without further ado, I'm also going to be adding The Mistake to my March TBR along with the rest of the off-campus books, which is The Score and The Chase, I believe. The Goal. The Score and The Goal. I'm not going to be reading Legacy because Elle Kennedy right here told me I should read it after I finish the Briar U. So these three books right here are going to be on my March TBR. I just ordered them from Target actually, so the physical copies will be coming in hopefully sometime next week, but until then it is free and available on Kindle Unlimited if you have that, which is where I'm going to be reading these books until they come in. So now that we covered that little new addition, as well as like I guess my Kindle TBR, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the physical books of my March TBR. So starting off strong, we have The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I actually got this book sent to me from someone who bought it off my Amazon wishlist. So thank you again to whoever bought it. They didn't leave a name, but they did say that they were a fan. So just know that you have my eternal gratitude from the bottom of my heart. I am super excited to read The Cruel Prince by Holly Black because everyone has been raving about it, and also everyone wants to see a Drew Duarte, if that's how you say her name, which is the female main character inspired workout. So for those who do not know, my little niche is I do like book inspired gym workouts for those who want to get into the gym, need motivation, you know, want to change it up a bit, make it fun. So I'm really excited to go ahead and finally read this book and see what inspiration I can draw from this to, like, you know, make more workouts. So I'm really excited. So this is my first book on my physical March TBR. The second book that I have on my March TBR is Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher. This is the second book to the Dreamline Billionaire series, which the first one was The Fine Print. If you guys went ahead and watched my February reading wrap-up video, which is right here, go watch it if you haven't already, then you would know that I read The Fine Print last month, and it is so far my favorite book of the year. Yes, it is only March. Yes, it's only been like barely 2 months into the year, but it was amazing. I love The Fine Print, and I'm really surprised that I didn't want to go ahead and continue into like the next book of the series, but I did want to finish my February TBR, which means we can finally read Terms and Conditions, aka book 2, this month. The next book that I have for my March TBR is Light Lark by Alex Astor. So I've been hearing a lot about this on both BookTok and Bookstagram, and it's taking me so long to finally get my hands on a hardcover copy. Whenever I went to Barnes & Noble's, it was always sold out, so eventually I just gave up and ordered it on Amazon, and I'm super happy. Like, look at it. The cover is so pretty. It has like that nice glossy 3D feel, but I'm super excited to read this book. It is a fantasy book, and I really love like the whole little spiel of the book. I also actually got the second book to the series, which is Nightbane, sent to me by Peak Beyond. So I just like really want to go ahead and read this so I can read the second book. If you guys have read this book, let me know your thoughts because I've been hearing a lot of mixed reviews. So I don't know any spoilers at all about this book, so it's scary because I'm actually going into this book knowing nothing. So this is going to be a really exciting read for me this month. Next, I have Crown at Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. So if you guys do not know, I also read the first book of the series last month, which was Throne of Glass. And I wanted to start the next book right away. However, Target and Barnes & Noble's were sold out. However, I ended up going shopping a few weeks ago, and all and behold, they restocked the Throne of Glass series, so I ended up getting my hands on the second book, aka Crown of Midnight, and I'm really excited to start this. It's if you guys have read Throne of Glass, you would know like the rush of the world building, the fantasy, the plot, everything that happens, and so I'm like on my toes because I have not stopped thinking about Throne of Glass. Honestly, I think about it at least like once a day, once every other day, just thinking about the first book. I'm really anticipating this read. Next, we're gonna be switching it up a bit with a little paranormal romance. We have Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I've heard a lot about this book from one of my online coaching clients, and I'm super excited to read it. I know it's like a werewolf vampire book, but I'm gonna be a little real with you guys, dish out a little secret. Back in middle school, I read on Wattpad a lot. I did not read it for the fan fictions. I read it for actual books, like romance books, like The Bad Boy and the Tomboy, which actually turned into an actual book and also Float. So, whatever idea you get about me, just know that I didn't read fan fictions on there. Anyways, getting back to the point, in 7th grade I had a really big like werewolf phase where I loved reading werewolf books. I stumbled upon one and then I really liked it, and then boom, it was like a new werewolf book a day. I would just read through it on Wattpad. So I know a lot regarding like alphas, betas, lunas, omegas, the moon goddess. So I'm really excited to like explore like all of that again in Ali Hazelwood's book. It's just like, it's bringing a sense of nostalgia of when those were all the books I read. So I'm super excited to read this book. I know it's gonna be like a little like change of pace because besides those Wattpad books, I've never read a single like paranormal romance or like paranormal book in general that's like not fae and fairies, like werewolves and vampires. So I'm really excited to take a dive. I also got that book from Target. My boyfriend bought it for me for Girls' Day on Sunday, so a couple days ago. So there's like a bonus chapter in there. Super excited. The next book that I have on my physical TBR is Shatter Me. I'm not holding it up or anything because for those who do not know, my boyfriend got me a book bouquet for Valentine's Day. Here's a little photo of it, and I actually have not taken any of the books apart. I just can't bring myself to. The roses are dead. Like, I'm gonna overlay here a video of like what the bouquet looks like lying on my desk right now, and as you guys can see, the roses are dead. But I just don't have the heart in me to take it apart because he put all that time and all that effort into making this book bouquet that it's like, I don't want to take it apart. Like, it's beautiful, I want to love it, I want to cherish it, but I also want to read the books. I know I have to. So sometime throughout this month, I'm going to take it apart with him and I'm going to start reading the Shatter Me series, or the first book of the Shatter Me series, aka Shatter Me. The last book that I have on my March TBR is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I actually got this book on New Year's when there was a Barnes & Noble sale where it was buy one, get one 50% off. And I went crazy. 1 a.m. January 1st, 2024, I went ahead and bought 10 books, and this book was one of them. I heard a lot of good things about this book, but I don't know much about it, or the summary. I just heard like, oh, you should read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, or like, oh, this is a super good book. So I'm really excited. It seems very like mystery, and even the top says nail biting, so I'm really excited to have like that change of pace. I haven't read like a murder mystery, like really like any type of book regarding that genre. It's only been like sports romance, fantasy, romance, billionaire romance. So I'm really excited to dip my toes into like this little mystery aspect. So we have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So yeah, that's like all I really have planned for this month. I'm sure there's gonna be a couple mood reads that I didn't list on here that you're gonna end up seeing in my March reading wrap up, which if you're watching this video like in the further months and it's already out, go ahead and go watch it right here. I believe that was a total of 3 Kindle books for now until I get the physical copies, and then 7 of the physical books. So we have 10 books on this month's TBR. Will I be able to do it? I don't know. You guys will just have to see and find out in my March reading wrap up, and also see if I end up throwing like a couple books that I didn't show here into my March reading wrap up. Anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this short little video as much as I had fun making it. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts on any of the books that I listed if you have already read them already, because I would love to know your thoughts. I want to know what I'm getting myself into. and maybe you'll influence which book I read first, because as I said, or I don't think I said this, but whatever order I like listed these books isn't the order that I'm gonna read them in. It's truly gonna be based off my mood, because I am a mood reader. So maybe your comments can influence which books I read first this month. With that said, I'm just super excited to read these books, and I will see you guys in my March reading wrap up with my full reviews and thoughts on these books. Anyways, don't forget to go ahead and leave a like and comment and subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!